everybody. Welcome back to some Stranger Things content. I'm not going to keep you too long in this video. It's just a quick ranking of the seasons. I'm going to have a couple of videos coming out. This one, of course, and then also ranking characters, ranking villains. That's really it. I have some characters and the villains that will pop up on the characters ranking as well. I think there's only two, but there's a different version of at least one of the characters, so it counts. Anyways, let's get into the seasons. First of all, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room for some of you who have been waiting for my season 5 reaction. Yikes. I mean, yikes. I've said it several times to different people. Every time they ask me what I thought of season 5, yikes. You know, you have all this time, no matter who you are, there's procrastination, and then there's what the Duffer Brothers did. Again, yikes. You have 3 years for whatever reason, whether it was on purpose or because of the writer's strike. You had 3 total years since season 4 came out or season 4 ended for you to begin working on season 5. And pretty quickly, after the season 4 finale came out, I feel like they showed that they were working on season 5. And there's all this different stuff that's come out, whether it's the documentary or horrifically bad interviews by the Duffers.
So I just failed.
Man, did they not care about season 5 of Stranger Things. Man, did they not care about their fans. Because, yikes. I wish there was a better way to put it.
I was quite baffled.
Than yikes. But that's what it was. You know, they messed up a lot of story that they had set up before. They didn't connect certain things correctly. You have Max waking up from a coma. Last time she was awake, Hopper was dead. There's no acknowledgement of that. Yeah, it's off screen. No. On-screen reactions. You have to have on-screen reactions. Same thing with Hopper and Joyce growing up with Henry. Not growing up with Henry because he was still very young when Joyce knew him. You got the whole play thing going on that they implemented into season 5. That's fine. I don't care about that. I don't care that a little bit of it doesn't make sense. I know my buddy Jason was a very big stickler for that not making too much sense. But I don't care. You know, they fit it in. They wanted it to, make sense for, they did this play and they wanted to fit it into the actual show. That's fine. Whatever. I don't care. Make other stuff even better to kind of overlook that, right? They didn't. This season had 1.5 good episodes. That's it. Out of 8 episodes, 8, and yes, I'm sorry, all these people, unless the secret episode actually comes out, I'm tired of hearing about people talk about episode 9. That's, as far as we know, it's not happening. Quit trying to push it. Quit trying to make up these dates that make sense to you. You're crazy. You need to go get looked at. But you have 8 episodes where, my goodness, you have all this stuff that you could be doing. Whether it's deaths that actually mean something, whether it's deaths that actually show stakes in your show. Season 5 is your penultimate season. This is the season stakes have to be the highest. What do? You kill off the main character. Fine, okay, I'll give them that. It's open-ended, but they still did it. You know, people choose your own ending kind of thing is what they ended up doing. Whatever, I can live with that. But you have a deal where the screen goes black when Steve should have died on the tower. He should have fell off the tower. I'm sorry. Steve should have fell off the tower. Max shouldn't have woke up. She should have died in season 4. And I love Max. You'll see in my character ranking video, she's one of my favorite characters. I love Max, but as someone who takes in media, you have to see that there's stakes. Otherwise, what are you watching? I think it might hurt the rewatchability of the show as a whole. Regardless, they made their decisions. Now they have to, they made their bed, if you will. Now they have to lie in it. What a bad ending to such a good show. Just yikes. Anyway, so obviously season 5 is last place. My gosh, no. Okay, now let's get to the good ones. Even season 2 was still good. It's still light years. I almost put right here in between these two because it's such a gap. I don't hate season 2. I don't even care about that. I'm not even going to say it's down there because of the boring episode about Callie and her finding Callie and all this different stuff. It is an important episode because it's 11 realizing a little bit of her potential. Anyways, season 2, even though it's in 4th place, is by far superior to season 5. All right, season 4. I'm going to put it in 3rd place. While season 4 is very good, I've said it in my last video that I did about the show. Last time I ranked these back in September. Season 4 is a hard rewatch because it's so grueling to get through. You have 8 or 9 episodes somewhere in there. I can't remember which it is, but you have 8 or 9 episodes that are each an hour and a half, 2 hours long. Again, that's fine, but there's so much nothing going on in different parts of the season. There's probably 4 episodes that total are just filler, and that's where it falters. Otherwise, it'd be the best season. It really would be. And there's too much story that you're trying to tell, and you can't just fill in too much with all that filler. I will say this real fast about season 4 is why season 5 was so bad. I do believe that. I think they pulled all the stops in season 4. Every emotional thing you could have done outside of Will's coming out, outside of a man coming out in the 80s, regardless of all that, take that scene out. There's nothing more emotional in season 5 than what we got in season 4. Max is running up that hill. You've got Eddie playing the guitar, and then Penn ultimately he dies. You have he was a good character. That's the big thing about his death. He was such a good character, and it hurt to see him die, even though we had such a short time with him. You have all the stuff with Dr. Brenner and Dr. Owens and then Colonel Sullivan. I mean, you've got all this 11 with the helicopter, and then all of a sudden in season 5, 11 can barely lift a panel. Yikes. Okay, season 4, I think, set the bar too high, and they didn't know how to top it. And then when they couldn't figure it out, they just you saw the documentary. You probably let me say you probably saw the documentary. I think they used AI and didn't listen to each other, didn't collaborate well. Man, season 4 so good, just too many things, and it's why I think season 5 ended up being so bad because you just can't top most of what happens in that season. Okay, number 2, season 3. I really like season 3. It grew on me this last time I watched it. I think last time 4 and 3 were flipped, if I remember right. I might be wrong. That's fine. But this time, when I did a rewatch getting ready for season 5, season 3 was fun. It just was fun. You got Susie coming in with the never ending story song with Dustin. You've got the worst version of Mike in the whole show, but it's kind of par for the course. I have more on Mike in my characters video. And then again, you have 11 doing great things, Billy doing very fun things. That actor, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name because I know I'm going to butcher it. But Billy doing great things in the season. No, yes, he's a villain, but still the actor doing really good things, emotional stuff at times, obviously the psychopathic parts, but it's just good. It's so fun. Some of the stuff with obviously Grigori, awful, didn't need to include him. But my only down part of season 3 is Grigori, the human villain for Hopper to try to fight. It's the only thing I didn't care for. All right. Number 1, obviously, season 1. So fun. Again, it is such a huge gap between 4 and 5. But number 1 is season 1 because, man, it's just the world building was so good in season 1. I want to know what happened to the ideas and the thought process that built season 1 when it came to writing season 5. Again, part of it is I think they wrote themselves into a corner. Season 4 was just so good, it should have been the last season. They should have found a different way to end the season and tied it all up. Maybe 2 more episodes in season 4 and tie it all up. But man, okay. That's my ranking of the seasons. Thank you for watching. Please be safe out there. Goodbye.